All right, the Department of Justice is meeting with the families of the 346 people killed in two separate deadly Boeing plane crashes. The Lion Air Flight 610 in Indonesia that crashed in 2018 and Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302 in 2019. And two of the people killed on that Ethiopian Airlines flight were brothers, Bennett and Melvin Riffle, who were traveling through Africa on vacation. Their father, Ike Riffle, will be in that meeting with the DOJ today, but first he joins me now. Ike, I cannot imagine what you've gone through these past 5 years, so we thank you so much for joining us to talk about this. Can you tell us what you know about what caused the plane crash that killed your two sons and all 157 people on board? And I mean that in two ways. What physically malfunctioned to cause the plane to go down? And you also say that there are underlying issues at Boeing that you believe contributed to this as well?
Yeah, the findings of the crash was a software system in a plane called MCAS that was triggered off of one AOA sensor, which is unheard of in the industry. It had the power to fly the plane into the ground had it gone wrong, and that's exactly what it did. We think too, as at Boeing, there might have been some production issues with the plane. Also, they're having they've basically been having a lot of problems with their production lately. You've probably heard a lot of it lately.
Yeah, so. We certainly have. So after these two Boeing plane crashes, the DOJ stepped in and launched a criminal case against Boeing on behalf of you, on the families and the United States. But then you say out of nowhere, the DOJ cut a deal with Boeing so that nothing really bad would happen to the company and the executives at Boeing. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, it was called the Deferred Prosecution Agreement, basically a corporate probation. So essentially, they were accused of fraud, and if they were good for 3 years, that they wouldn't be, any of the executives could be tried in a criminal hearing. And
you're angry about that, right?
Oh, I'm very angry about it. We are very. It was a backroom deal made in Texas, which is something that we wonder why it went to the state of Texas. Boeing has no presence in the state of Texas. We were told as families that there was no criminal investigation into Boeing. And then out of nowhere, we read in the newspapers that about this deferred prosecution agreement.
So Ike, what do you think is really going on with Boeing?
What I think is it's basically a profit over safety. You know, it's production. Safety be damned, and nothing has changed since those crashes, and that's why we're there.
So you're going to be meeting with the DOJ later today. What do you think is going to happen in that meeting?
You know, I think this is just a box-checking exercise for the DOJ. We were found to be crime victims. That's why we were able to challenge this case. And really, I think it's just a dog and pony show that the DOJ wants to show the judge that they have talked to us, and basically, I don't think a lot's going to happen at it today. It's not an evidentiary hearing or anything like that. So.
Before we let you go, how are you doing? I can't imagine, like I said, losing two sons at the same time. They're in their 20s 5 years ago, and you've been fighting for answers ever since.
Yeah, we have, and and what we're really fighting for is justice, and this DOP, this fair prosecution agreement, has hid the truth from us, and we will continue to fight until we get to truth. It's been a long battle, and I think it will probably continue to be a long battle.
Yeah.
But we will continue to fight this battle until we can find justice.
Well, a lot of questions. That's why the DOJ entered into this agreement with Boeing when they're supposed to be representing the families of the victims. So we thank you so much for joining us today to talk about your loss 5 years ago and the fight for answers. Like I said, that fight will continue today. Ike, thank you.
All right. Thanks, Carly.
You're welcome.